Alright, I finally decided to make my first video. It was really scary. I did my everyday, not really, I don't put makeup on every day. This is like my usual makeup that I do. I was really nervous, but I did it, and hopefully I post this video. So yeah, but this is the look. So if you want to know what I do to my face to make it look like this, just keep watching and enjoy. Okay, foundations. I use the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in number 1. And then I use the Maybelline Fit Me Doing Smooth foundation in the shade Porcelain. This one's too dark, this one's too light. So I mix them and I get pretty much the right color. So since this is like a everyday makeup tutorial type thing, I don't do a lot, like I don't need a lot of coverage, and I don't want to look cakey, so I don't do too much, but enough. I'm really nervous right now. I don't like talking to myself. It makes me feel weird, but it's fine. So I'm using a damp beauty blender that is extremely disgusting, so we're just gonna ignore that, and I'm just gonna pounce with my beauty blender. Am I in focus? I sure hope I'm in focus. Blend and blend until my arm gets sore. Just to add more coverage on my cheeks, because that's where I like my coverage to be. I don't really like it like in this area because it just gets too like heavy. I make sure to get it in my little nose crack over here. Cool. Foundation is done. So for concealer, I've been using the Maybelline Master Conceal. I've had this for a really long time. It's good stuff. Put a little dot, and then I use one of these kind of brushes. I don't know, this is just like a cheap face thing. For this look, I'm not putting too much concealer. I'm just gonna put it like little dots, you know, in the right places. I get it in my nose crack again. And I like to blend out one at a time so that it doesn't dry out or whatever. And to get the most coverage, I don't bounce too hard with my beauty blender. I do like very small pounces. Okay. And then on my nose, make a little line like that, and then the forehead a little bit, and then we blend. And I don't forget to conceal my eyelids, because this is what I use as a eyelid primer, because there's really no point in getting an eyeshadow primer when you can just use your concealer. So for powder, I use my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. It's very expensive, but it really does work, so it's worth $60. Okay, I'm just gonna use my beauty blender. I have it in the little lid. I'm just gonna like put it in there and then set my under eyes. Like so. So I guess I do bake a little, but I don't leave it on there for a very long time, so because I don't like looking too powdery. I like that glowy, natural glow. So Just gonna put powder where I put the concealer, and then wait a couple seconds as I get my brush. And I'm using a Luxie 512 contouring brush, but I use it for powder. Oh yeah, I need to put powder on my eyelids to set it so it doesn't get creasy. So after I finish with my powder, I move on to my eyebrows. I don't know why, this is the order that I go in. For eyebrows, I use my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Ebony, and my number 12 brush, I believe it's the one with the spoolie, and the brush on the other side, my thing is like almost empty, so I use the lid to get some product, and I just do my eyebrows. After I use my dip brow, I go in with some powder and fill in my eyebrows again just to make them darker because I like my eyebrows to be really dark. So just go in with this and do basically what I just did, but with powder. Use brow gel. You could really use any kind of brow gel. I'm using this like random one, but it keeps my eyebrows in place all day long because you don't want them to move. It's just clear. Okay, so now I move on to my eyeshadow and stuff like that. Today I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna go with it. So today I'm using my Morphe 350 matte palette. It looks like this. It's very beautiful. I'm just gonna go in with the lightest shade and just put it all over my eyelids just to make them all one color. Then I'm gonna go in with a big blending brush like this one. It is, I have no idea. I don't know where any of my brushes are from, honestly. I'm gonna go in with this shade and just use it as like a transition color. This is just to create a little bit of depth in your eyeball. And I kind of flick it out to the outer corner. I feel like it elongates my eye a little bit. And I'm also just gonna put that shade all over the lid because I'm just gonna go for a matte eyeshadow today. Then I'm gonna go in with a shade darker. I'm just gonna do the same exact thing, making it a little darker. After we've done that, I'm gonna get a smaller blending brush like this one. This is a Luxie 229 tapered blending brush. And I'm gonna go in with a darker shade. Actually, I'm gonna go in with like a rusty orange color, like this one. And I'm gonna use a little bit of it, tap off the excess, and put it directly into the crease in the outer portion. Alright, my Kure battery died, but we're back now. Alright, cute. I'm just gonna go back in with this giant one and just blend everything together. And I'm just gonna go with a dark brown color. Any dark brown color works. I'm just gonna put it in the outer part again. And I'll put that brown color on the lid as well. And I'm gonna do my other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, I've finished my eyelids. Now I'm gonna move on to the rest of my face. So today I'm just gonna go in with a light bronzer. This is from Pure Cosmetics. It is the Mineral Glow Bronzing Powder. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, you can't really tell, but it's very natural. So I'm just gonna swirl it in with a, I don't know what this brush is again. It's from like an off-brand. And just, bronzing stuff. I'm just putting it in the hollows of my cheeks. Gonna carve out my circular face to make it less circular. And I put it around my temple and on the side of my forehead as well. And for highlighter, my favorite part. First, I have this e.l.f. baked blush, but it's not a blush, trust me. It's definitely highlighter. It's really beautiful. And I'm gonna use a little fan brush and just swirl it all up in there. Like cheekbones. You know where highlighter goes. On the tip of my nose, and then the center of my eyebrows, and then I just get my finger and put it on my cupid's bow, and I put a little bit on my chin. I just love to glow, you know? I put it everywhere. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. I've had this for ever, and I just swirl it all around and do the exact same thing. I almost forgot, so I also put the highlighter in my inner corner, and then I highlight my brow bone with a small little brush, and I just dip the brush in and put it right on my brow. So after I do that, I use my MAC Fix Plus and I just spray it all over my face. I use it as a setting spray, and it's supposed to mesh everything together so you don't look powdery or anything like that. So, oh, actually no. So now, I almost forgot again. I just use a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna dip into that burnt orange color that I used earlier and put it underneath my lash line, on my bottom lash line. I feel like it really brings together all of the eyeshadows. Okay, now I am pretty much done. All I'm gonna do is my mascara and lips, and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the final look. For mascara, I used my L'Oreal Telescopic, my favorite mascara. And then for my lips, I used my favorite liquid lipstick by Kat Von D. This is Bow and Arrow. It really works on every single person. Last but not least, I'm going to do another little spritz all over my face, and then that's it. This is the final look. Hope you guys liked it, and I did my first video, guys. I'm so excited. Okay, bye.